Hi guys, hello, and welcome to another Mr. Exclusive Live. And we have a few things we're going to talk about today, so I'm going to get with it. Okay, first I'm going to do my intro though. So I want y'all to come on in. Y'all come on in, honey. Hey, come on in. Hey, come on in. Hey, come on in. The dog getting down, ain't y'all? Hey, 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 hey. Y'all come on in. Are y'all ready for this tea? Okay, y'all. Okay. Welcome, 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 my members and my subscribers. Thank you so much for your subscribers, for your likes, your shares, your comments. I want to say thank you. I want to introduce myself. I am Mr. Exclusive. I am fairly a new vlogger, but I'm here and I'm ready, bitch. And we're going to get to a few things tonight. First thing I wanted to talk about was Monique. Monique had some things to say about some people with women with a body. She had a special message that she wanted to share with you guys. If you don't know who Monique is, you should. She's the comedian that was on The Parker. She's known for Precious, her Oscar win. She's known for all those good things. Monique is my favorite lady. I love me some Monique, and Monique cannot do no wrong, honey. So let me just go ahead and put her up here. But first, I'm going to do this. Okay, so here's Monique. She said, represent. Oh, okay. Let me share the screen first. Share screen. She says, represent yourself with pride. Hey, my sweet baby, show yourself that you deserve the best for yourself. I love us for real. She has a special message for you guys, and I'm going to play it now.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment. And I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie. And I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie gotta talk to her babies and say some real shit. So, yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Charles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get them in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk to the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count, and too many for me to type. But I saw so many of our young sisters in headbands, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and these slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away? Let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home. Let me make sure I'm representing the family that I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that you call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all exes too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It's not. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on, and you got slippers on, and you're looking like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be on tell you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey queen, hey queen, hey queen, well can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wise sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community. Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you gonna contribute? So when I say hey queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to. Because a lot of us are still in queen training. So if you're in queen training, stop being fearful of taking your position. And queens don't walk around with bonnets and headscarves and slippers and pajamas. That's for the house. When you go outside, represent you, baby. Like you are worthy and you deserve the title of hey queen. I Nikki love y'all for real, and I ain't never gonna BS you. Stop wearing them damn bonnets and headscarves looking like don't nobody give a damn about you, nor do you give a damn about yourself. Because you're beautiful. So represent it. I love y'all for real, my ladies.
Well, what do y'all think, child? I totally agree with Monique. What do y'all feel about Monique saying that? Um, I feel like Monique is totally right. Down here in the South where I live, girls are taught to look somewhat decent when they go outside of the house. Slippers and bonnets and robes and stuff like are made for inside the house. And we do need to do better when it comes to doing that. Because it looks like, it looks as if we are careless or if we do not show any worth for us. And that's a problem. We need to do more of that. So I totally agree with her. Some people may not agree with her. Some people say, you don't have to tell me what to wear. I don't need you to tell me what to wear and all this. But you really don't. You really have your own decision. But if you really look at yourself, you make us look bad. Especially us black people, we look bad like that. Like it looks just as if we don't give a fuck at all. I mean, when you go to an interview, you're not gonna dress in slippers and bonnets, hell, because you need a fucking job, and you're not gonna go dress like that at an interview. So why, when you go outside your house, when you throw on at least some joggers or something to make yourself look decent, at least take the bonnet off, at least pull your hair back if you need to, or up what you need to do to it. You don't have to look like $1,000,000 when you go out. You don't have to put on your Sunday's best, but look presentable. I mean, just look like a human being when you go out. When you sleep, that's for sleeping. I mean, that's the best comfort. So I just totally agree with Monique. A lot of people don't agree with her. Excuse me. Excuse me. A lot of people may not agree with what she's saying, but I totally agree with her. Um, I I also wanted to show y'all her recently. She looks great. She's lost her extra weight. She looks amazing. Monique looks so great. I mean, she does. It's just, she looks great. Okay, so I also want to speak about another thing. I want to speak about, hold on, let me search it. Um, they're putting, After it says after George Floyd's death, people have started putting black owned things on the shelf, black owned brands on the shelves. And it says here, following the murder of George Floyd, many businesses pledged to bring more minority-owned products into stores and online. 25 companies, including Macy's and Gap, signed the 15% pledge, one effort to make companies dedicate more shelf space to Black entrepreneurs. The commitments have boosted small businesses that sell everything from ice cream to hair care to shoes in ways that they could not have achieved so quickly otherwise. It says when Cora Miller, her son, she discovered the baby had a full head of hair and found food products on the market to style it. A lot of gels, mousses, and creams smelled like fruit and flowers or came in pink bottles. Their search inspired Cora Miller and her husband Stefan to start their own company, Young King Hair Care. They designed the line of plant-based natural hair products with little black boys like their son in mind and launched the product just before his third birthday. I really wanted my son to see himself in the products he uses, said Cora Miller, the company's co-founder and CEO. It was a bugging, nagging feeling about this that wouldn't go away. Young King is now on the shelves of two of the country's largest retailers, Walmart and Target. It is among the growing number of Black-owned brands that national retailers have begun to sell over the past year in a push to better reflect diverse customers and a commitment to advancing racial equity after the murder of George Floyd. Companies have made pledges and earmarked donations over the past year. Yet the expanding assortment of Black-owned goods on national retailers' shelves and websites have become one of the most visible signs of change in the corporate world. Floyd's murder 1 year ago Tuesday not only cast a harsh light on police treatment of Black Americans, said America's Reed, a professional of marketing in the Wharton School. It led to a reckoning about how Black businesses have been boxed out of economic opportunities and reflected by offensive brands such as Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben's. By seeking more Black suppliers, retailers have combined social change and economic savviness and made a move that can boost companies' reputations and sales, he said. It's an investment, he said. It's a long-term play to signal to a community that we've got your back. Okay, see, there it goes. Right, this is a video. Let's see if we can play the video. I'm gonna play this for a second. Okay. I didn't know if y'all could hear me, but if y'all heard me on the phone, I'm sorry, but I was on the phone. I had to call somebody real quick. Yeah. But I am so proud to see that there has been diversity with Black people on here. I'm so proud to see that. It says 4 days after Floyd's murder, Aurora James challenged companies in an Instagram post. So many of your businesses are built on Black spending power, she wrote. So many of your stores are set up in Black communities. So many of your posts are seen on Black feeds. This is the least you can do for us. We represent 15% of the population. We need to represent 15% of your shelf space. A year later, 25 companies, including prominent retailers like Macy's, Sephora, Gap, have pledged to do that. James, a Black entrepreneur with a luxury brand called Brother Billy's, leads the 15% pledge. James says she has seen progress made by the companies firsthand. A company that joins the pledge signs a contract with the nonprofit, which audits each quarter. She said the nonprofit looks at its purchase orders and tracks representation of products on shelves. The group also shares resources such as a database of Black-owned businesses and suggests strategies that companies can use to grow a diverse base of suppliers. Beyond growing the number of products, retailers are becoming stronger and more supportive business partners, James said. For instance, she added, companies are not only reaching out to Black entrepreneurs who have historically been left out, but are guiding them through the common challenges experienced by early stage businesses. Examples she cited include assisting with package or logo design, or paying deposits to businesses when orders are placed to provide upfront capital. James recently met on Zoom with a group of entrepreneurs who are part of the Sephora's Accelerator program. All were women and people of color who are developing makeup and skincare products for women who look like them. Every day I am hearing messages from Black-owned businesses that are scaling into these opportunities, she said. It's a real game changer ultimately when we actually empower entrepreneurs who are in many cases living and working in Black communities. That's when we're really going to start to see a difference across this country, she said. Other retailers have announced similar commitments and new approaches. Lowe's had a Shark Tank-like competition to identify promising products from entrepreneurs of diverse backgrounds and reward them with shelf space, marketing support, and small business grants. Ulta Beauty plans to spend more than $4 million on marketing to help Black-owned businesses gain tradition. Target is launching a new 8-week accelerator program for Black-led startups forward founders as part of a commitment to spend more than $2 billion with Black-owned businesses by the end of 2025. And Walmart features some Black-owned beauty brands in a recent TikTok streaming event. James has criticized some companies that have declined to take the 15% pledge, such as Target, saying its initiative do not go far enough and don't come with the same level of accountability. Whether or not Target wants to take the pledge or any of these other companies want to take the pledge, we're still going to keep holding their feet to the fire and pushing them to do more, she said. These efforts have already begun to help minority-owned brands get onto shelves. Creamalicious Ice Creams, founded by the Black chef and restaurant Liz Rogers, made its way into Walmart stores in February. Its pints arrived in the freezer aisle several months after Walmart CEO Doug McMillon sent a letter to employees last summer pledging to advance racial equality within his business. It's very hard to get into the ice cream category because it's extremely competitive. There is no room on the shelves, and when you're new, they're not very open to making room, Rogers said. As a minority business, breaking into the frozen dessert category, you have to be a lot more innovative. You have to have a brain in the story, and you have to speak different and stand on your own. Rogers said being authentic and true to her Southern roots is what ultimately helped her succeed. People told me don't call Walmart because they're going to say no. And I said, well, they can say no, but they ended up saying yes. And now I'm trying to work with other retailers. creamylicious flavors of ice cream is solid online and in some major grocery stores. Include sloppy on banana pudding, Uncle Charles brown sugar bourbon cake, and porch light peach cobbler. All of them come with family recipes and draw on African American culture and childhood memories, Roger said. Doug McMillan didn't just write a letter, she said. They welcomed me with open arms. They taught me how to navigate through the system and mentor me. They were very sincere in wanting me to win. A footwear brand that caters specifically to Black and brown women, Rebecca Allen, debuted on Nordstrom's website this week, and the styles will head to select Nordstrom stores later this year. Whew, I'm tired of reading, but let me go ahead. Hopefully I can finish it, baby. The department store announced last fall its goal to bring in $500 million in retail sales from brands owned, operated, or designed by Black or Latinx individuals by 2025. It was one of a series of diversity and inclusion goals that company set last August. Separately, it's committed to include more Black-owned beauty brands in the merchandise mix. Nordstrom's buying team has since received a flood of Instagram messages and emails from Black-owned businesses, said Terry Barraquit, its chief merchandising officer. There was this momentum and this call to action that gave a platform for more change faster, she said. There has been a lot of very organic outreach directly to us. People see an open door, and we always take those calls. Allen, a former Goldman Sachs vice president, founded the company because of her own struggles with shoe shopping. The company's assortment of heels, flats, and sandals come in a wide range of shades, including those that match the skin tone of women of color. Allen said retailers not only can put brands in front of consumers, but can also reverse many years of Black businesses not getting access to the capital they needed to grow. It is certainly not enough just to say we're going to bring these brands on, but it's really how are we supporting them to actually be successful, and how are we defining their success, she said. Allen has facilitated conversations among other Black-owned brands with Nordstrom to share stories of success and failure and learn from each other, she said. For any of these companies, it's not going to help anybody if they're just saying, well, we did it. We hit this 15% quota or whatever it is, Allen said. For so many Black entrepreneurs, just getting a call or email back from a buyer has often been a struggle, young Kingsmiller said. The company story shows how getting a notice by a national retailer, changes the trajectory of your company, she said. Young King began selling products online in 2019. Yet its business accelerated after its curling cream and conditioner got picked up by Target in January and at Walmart in March. Sales have approximately tripled from a year ago, she said. That has given the company runway to launch new styling products in a category outside of hair care, she said. Target, for instance, mentored the company in its beauty accelerator. It also offered the company in-cap displays at nearly 200 stores at a discounted price, she said. She said she often walks the store aisles with her son, Cade, now 4. The couple has paid it forward by hiring other Black-owned businesses, including the manufacturer of the hair care products and the fulfillment company that ships orders. It's been a long time coming, to be honest, she said. It's kind of crazy to think that there weren't a lot of products for Black or brown people. There just wasn't, and so I always get so excited to learn and see other emerging Black-owned brands and see them filling in spaces and gaps. That's it. I finally got done reading. Thank God. My throat was getting hurt. But I am so happy and so elated to see that there are Black-owned businesses and Black-owned brands that are hitting more, that are equaling out, starting to equal out. I'm happy to see that. I have a few ideas in my head as my own that I want to do. And now I think it's more possible now that we have this movement going. It's changed a lot, and I'm just really thankful for the people who actually stood up and made a change and made some noise to call these people up about how we are being seen, how we are being done. It's just really showing equality, and that's a great and astounding thing. For the people who feel like that we're doing too much or whatever, we've done too much. It's like, if you don't see this, then that's your problem. You need to do your own research. You're not Black, so you would never understand the struggle of a Black person, and that's okay, and that's not taken as offensive. Um, you have to be Black to know, to really understand it. So that's just what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. I don't know what else I want to talk about. You guys need to start sending me emails of other topics that you guys would like for me to discuss. To my email, it's Alex, A-L-E-X, I'm sorry, ALEXH00171 at gmail.com, and I will definitely blog about those topics. I don't know. I'm not going to do any more reading because my throat hurts. I guess we could talk about Portia Williams from the Housewives of Atlanta. Portia recently did something. Let's see. Portia has a book. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's talk about that. Portia has a new book called The Pursuit of Portia. Yes, ma'am, Portia. You get it, girl. She said, you may not know my story, but you don't know my whole story. Spotlights leave some things in the shadow. Sound bites, headlines, and rumors share only what sells. But there is so much more. And I finally get to share it with you in my book. I wrote a book. The Pursuit of Portia releases in November. Inside, I take you back to the beginning, long before the television cameras came out, way growing up, finding faith, looking for love, searching for happiness. I get real about it all to give you a first-hand look at how I grew into my power and purpose, and to help you to find your purpose too. Check my link in bio to pre-order your copy of The Pursuit of Portia today. P.S. There will be a huge book tour. Stay tuned. Sheree Whitfield said, congrats, boo. I am so happy for Portia. I cannot wait. I am so happy for Portia. I love to see people be able to tell their story and, live their dream. As I said, I also have a book coming out. I'm in negotiations with the company right now. The book, it will be called The Unfaithful Woman. It will be my debut. It is not a biography of my life yet, because I chose not to do a biography of my life yet, because I wanted to wait and see what happens after I do this thing called celebrity thing, this famous life thing, sort of like I want to publish this book first that I've been working on for 7 years. 7 years, and I finally finished it. And I want to see what happens after then to write a biography, because excuse me, y'all, when I first looked at a biography, I was like, I don't know how to start it. I didn't know how to start. I didn't know anything, but I think I got in my head now how that was started, and I think I will write it. I will start it. So you guys probably will see this soon, but for now, The Unfaithful Woman will be coming soon. I will be doing story time, as I said before, on here with that, and soon you will get a cover. So, like I said, I'm so happy for Portia, and I will be buying her book because people inspire me. That's how I started writing my books. People inspire me. Another thing I want to talk about was her and Simon. They celebrated her pre-birthday together. This is her new man. People think that her relationship with him is kind of odd because he used to be engaged married to Fallon, which was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season 13, which was a flop. But yeah, people are wondering if this is just for the show, if it's just a storyline, or is this really going on? People say that she has his name tattooed. Let me Google that too. Well, she said that she had his name tattooed. Portia speaks on having Simon's name tattoo. She went on, she has a skit on what's the name? The Ricky Smiley Show, I think. And she stated that she had his name tattooed. So yes, let's try to find it. Yes, here it is, Portia.
Yes. Willow Smith and her mom, Jada Pinkett Smith, and her Gabby, they all got matching tattoos. Oh, yes. On the Ladies Red Table Talk, the ladies visited celebrity tattoo artist Dr. Wu and got 3 lotus flowers tattooed on their arms. Oh, I love that. This is a tattoo. And if I got a tattoo of Jeffrey, he'd be like, whatever. He wouldn't even care about all the pay I went through. So I got a tattoo. I think it's a great way to show you when you love someone. I got my fiance's middle name tattooed on my neck. Yeah. You got Simon's name on your neck? His middle name tattooed on my neck. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful way to show you love somebody. Interesting. Why you didn't put it on? Why you didn't put it on somewhere where it's like it's exciting for him to go? Well, right here ain't gonna do it. I don't like no pain. Right here it doesn't hurt, and I think that's cute.
Well, child, y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Yeah. Portia had his name tattooed on her neck. His middle name, she claims, but no one has seen it. No one has seen it yet. She I don't know, what do y'all think about people getting their significant other's name tattooed on them? Me personally, I think like it's a little too much. I feel like that it's a little overbearing. She says, "Right here, I'm gonna stick beside him." Tamar said, "Your caption is straight foolishness." I personally feel like that it's a little too much, because I just think that what if the thing doesn't work out? Then I just feel like you have a mark on you. I just feel like it isn't worth it. I just feel like this going too far, because nothing, nowadays, I don't know what to feel about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just feel like as long as I love you and I love you, I'll get a necklace, I'll get anything but a tattoo on my skin, because you can always have them removed. You can always afford to have them removed if it doesn't work out. So I just feel like you may be taking a risk there. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, honey. If you haven't already, as I said before, you guys tune into my Patreon. The lowest, the cheapest subscription starts at $3, and for the highest one with the most features, you get $13, I think, or it's $10, I think. I'm going to go to my Patreon now and share the screen so you guys can see it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, uh-oh. Yeah, so here it is. The least one is $3 a month, and you get Patreon only updates and chat community. The next one is $9 a month, early access, Patreon only updates and chat community. And the $10 a VIP Patreon, where you get live streams, Patreon only updates, chat community, and early access. So the $10 a month difference from the $9 a month is that you get the live stream. So when I'm live, you'll get a chance to get me there. And whereas the 3 and the 9 is different, is when you get early access to me beforehand, because you're already a Patreon. Like whatever I post, if I choose to do early access where only my Patreons get to see it before anybody public, before who aren't my Patreon get to see it, then you get to see it. But if you're not and you only get $3, you won't get to see that. But yeah, so if you haven't, feel free to join, and you may cash out me if you want to contribute to me and you want to be genuine and help me, or if you want to be a good fan and help me out with some of the things I am. My cash app is $medschool21. My Patreon is at the Alex Howard. This HOWARD, Alex ALEX. I do have a green screen and stuff that I need to get soon, which I will be getting soon, and I need to get another speaker for the phone calls. So I'm working. I'm a work in progress. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. And if you have anything that you want me to report, send me an email or a Patreon message me or whatever. I try to do as much as I can, as professional as I can. And I thank you guys, and I love you guys for contributing and tuning in. That's really a help. And if there's any improvement that you think I should do on my channel, let me know. And you guys are appreciated. And I thank you, and I love you guys. You guys have a good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. I love you. Goodbye.